Hey everybody. You know, I've had an emotional day. I got to spend some time with some of my closest friends from high school. It was for a reason that was kind of hard. One of my friends lost his father, you know, it was so wonderful to support one another. It was so wonderful to be there for one another. It was so wonderful to spend some time socially with some of these guys that, I played sports with throughout my childhood, and I was rambunctious with, and I cried on, and they cried on my shoulders, and we laughed together, and we had joy and fun. Like, it was an amazing time. And it made me think about something in relation to solution-focused brief therapy. And what it made me think is, a lot of times we describe solution-focused brief therapy as a future-focused approach. But I think that's incomplete, because you could talk to me about my future, but you wouldn't really get a full understanding of who I was if you didn't talk to me about my past. Now, in solution-focused brief therapy, we talk a lot about a specific part of the past, times when things were working, things that people noticed about you in relation to your strengths in the past, and those sorts of things. But if you just understand solution-focused brief therapy as a future-focused approach, then you miss those things. And there's wonderful things in the past. Like, my past is where evidence is of my friendships and relationship abilities and strengths and resources. The past is where the evidence is. So we have to be willing to ask questions about the past. And I think sometimes people misunderstand this approach as it's only about the future, which is just not complete. Your past should not be forgotten, because that's, as my friend Chris Iveson says, that's where your family jewels are. But I would say that's where your story is. Your story is in the past. Now, we're also going to spend some time constructing the future part of that story. But in SFBT, we're not going to negate the past of that story, because it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And it took spending some time with some of the best people I've ever met in my life and spent time with through high school to remind me of that. So just understand going forward, when you study SFBT, it is a future-focused approach and a past-focused approach, because that's where evidence is of your client's past successes and abilities. And that's where their story is. Now, we're going to continue to write the story going forward, but we're not going to ignore the past part of the story. So I hope you liked this quick video. Please like it, share it, help me spread the message. I really want everybody to understand solution-focused brief therapy in a more global way.